I can't believe that it's finally 2020 and a new decade, a new year, new things to look forward to, and this video is going to be all the things I'm looking forward to in 2020. So, here we go. 2019 was a great year. We had a lot of fun doing lots of Disney things. We had the D23 Expo, Comic-Con, Marvel Night, Halloween, so many things. Lots of fun movies came out last year. And this year seems very tame compared to all of that. So I'm going to pick some of the things I'm most excited about this year. There aren't a ton, but most of them are very exciting to me. So I am going to start with Disney parks. There are very few things happening at Disneyland, but the few things that are very exciting. First off is Snow White's Scary Adventure is getting a facelift. I have been more than happy and satisfied with all of the upgrades they have done to the dark rides at Disneyland. I love Alice in Wonderland. The few things they've done to Peter Pan have been stellar. So for Snow White to get this facelift is very exciting. It is a scary ride, and I know it's Snow White's Scary Adventure, but I think it's too scary, and I think it just ends terribly. So they're gonna give us a new ending where Snow White kind of wakes up from her sleep. I'm sure all the dark things will be there too, but it's just gonna be so much better with the technology we have now, so I'm excited. They haven't announced that it's opening this year, but I can't imagine it being closed over a year. It closes January 6th, so if you want to go see it, go now because you only have a few days left. The second thing that is very exciting, I'm sure you all have been noticing those Stark Industry walls up around California Adventure. Well, they're finally coming down for the opening of Avengers Campus, and I could not be more excited about it. Marvel. More Marvel at Disneyland. Summer of Heroes was so fantastic, and we had so much fun at all the things that they had going on. So I can only imagine that this Avengers Campus is going to be 10 times better. We get a new Spider-Man ride. We get Pym's Restaurant, which I don't think Ant-Man gets enough credit or show in the parks, so this is very exciting. And all these characters get fun new meet and greets, including Ant-Man and the Wasp, but that's opening summer, which is gonna be here before you know it. So, summer at California Adventureland is gonna be a whole new Summer of Heroes, and I'm very, very excited, as you can tell. And then over back in Disneyland, the Rise of the Resistance is opening. I know it's open in Disney World and everybody's raving about it, and I'm very excited because I've heard nothing but good things about it. Rise of the Resistance is over in Star Wars Land. It's Galaxy's Edge is already fantastic, and I think the addition of this bigger e-ticket ride is going to help even more. It needed that. It needed that one more extra thing there, so this is very exciting for Galaxy's Edge. And that opens up on January 17th, very soon. And then finally in Disneyland, we get a new parade, which it is about time. We've seen repeat parades for far too long now, and just switching parades in different parks, that's not gonna cut it anymore. We need a new parade, and we're finally getting it. Magic Happens, opening February 28th. And I know I'm more Disneyland than Disney World, but I want to mention just a couple of things coming to Disney World. I know this isn't a very popular opinion, but I love the Circle Visions in the World Showcase at Epcot. France, China, Canada, they all have them, and they're getting a little bit of a reboot, which I think it's about time, and with, again, like with the dark rides, the technology is so much better. I think it's going to make it even better, so I'm very excited for that. I'm also very excited for the Ratatouille ride, which is supposed to open this summer in the France Pavilion. France is kind of getting its own little facelift too, but this Ratatouille ride, I've seen clips of it from the Paris one, and I think it's going to be really fun, and it's definitely on my top things to do when I go back out to Disney World. Also, with the new Cirque du Soleil show at Disney Springs, I loved the old one. And the new one, we saw kind of the design, and they talked about it a little bit at D23, and it all looks very exciting. It's called Destiny, and it opens March 20th, which is also pretty soon. I'm very excited. The story looks beautiful, and it's supposed to be much more Disney than it was before. All good things. So moving on from parks, we're going to Disney Plus. I have been loving Disney Plus. I know you can't really like binge watch shows like other streaming services, and it's a lot of movies, but it's been really fun to watch some older things, and the new things that they have I think have been great. Number one being The Mandalorian. So that being said, the thing I'm most looking forward to about Disney Plus of 2020 is season 2. It's not till fall, but I will patiently wait for it because I loved this new Star Wars story we're getting, and I cannot wait for season 2. Also from Star Wars this year, we are getting season 7 of The Clone Wars. If you watched my video from last year, you will see that it was one of my most anticipated things, but we did not get it on Disney Plus in this year. And I also promised that I would watch all the seasons. That did not happen. And as much as I wanted to, I just did not get to it this year. But I have vowed to catch up by February to watch the new season. I'm on season 3-ish, so I'm not too far behind, but I know I disappointed you guys and I disappointed myself by not watching it, but now is the time. January will be all about the Clone Wars because I'm very excited for more. Also coming to Disney Plus with no release date yet, but we are all pretty sure it's going to be this year, is Lizzie McGuire. She's back, and I loved Lizzie McGuire as a kid, and I love the Lizzie McGuire movie, and I know I am gonna love this show, and I just am very antsy about getting it because I want it. I want more Lizzie McGuire. And I want more Marvel. They teased us with all these Marvel shows and we have got nothing yet. But supposedly we are gonna get the Falcon and the Winter Soldier first sometime during this year. Hopefully sooner rather than later because I need more Marvel. I need more Marvel in my life, especially on my Disney Plus. And that's going to be a nice little segue to the next category, which is movies. There are not a lot of movies I am looking forward to this year, but the few that I am looking forward to, I have very high hopes for. My number one movie that I am most excited for is The Jungle Cruise with The Rock and Emily Blunt. I love both of them, and I love the Jungle Cruise attraction at Disneyland, so my hopes are high, and that is mainly because when this trailer came out, I got really strong Pirates of the Caribbean vibes. It took me back to the feel of that movie, and I'm hoping, beyond hope, that this movie will be at that same level, and I'm gonna be very sad if it's not, so please cross your fingers for me, everyone, because I want this movie to be good so bad. Unfortunately, Jungle Cruise is not till July 24th, so I got a little while to wait on that one. And the two other movies I'm looking forward to are Onward, which is Disney's animated movie. We got Chris Pratt and Tom Holland, which I love, and they're brothers, and they live, I think they're trolls, and they live in this kind of magical world that's more modern day, and they go on this quest to find their dad for one day. To me, it has kind of like that How to Train Your Dragon and the Croods vibe, but more Disney, so I have high hopes for this movie too. Onward's gonna hit theaters March 6th, so that's not too far, but not tomorrow, so we got a little while for that one. And then Black Widow. The trailer was so kick-ass that I can't imagine this movie not being kick-ass. I mean, one, because it's Black Widow, but two, it just looks like it is. And it takes place in between Marvel movies, so it's not kind of an origin story. It's not a continuation. It's kind of like a side story. That movie's going to come out May 1st, so we got a little while to wait on that one. My final category for things I'm looking forward to in 2020 is just labeled Other. I've got a handful of things that I'm just really excited about. I'm still hoping to get to Comic-Con even though I didn't get tickets. BookCon is a book convention that I've always wanted to go to, and I'm hoping that this is the year. I haven't been to a Dapper Day in a couple years, and that is something I really want to get back into this year. So I'm putting it on this list so that I make sure to do that. And then I hope to do a lot more traveling and bring that to you guys because it's something that I love to do, Disney and non-Disney. So get ready for a lot of that this year. And then my brother is getting married this year, which I am very excited about. Like I said earlier, not a ton of big events this year, but I have a feeling something is gonna surprise me. So here's hoping for some great surprises this year. My name's Aubrey, and continuing into 2020, I will still be making videos every Thursday, so make sure you subscribe and follow me on all my social media, and I will see you guys next week. Hope you all are having a fantastic new year. If you are like me and make New Year's resolutions, I hope that you stick to them. I am hoping to read more books and watch more shows this year. So if you have any suggestions on what shows I should watch, let me know.